And then after the market, we'll pick up Trevor and go get a haircut. The phone.
It's the ER.
Come on. Come on, you are not on call. Just tell me your phone was in the shop for repairs and you didn't get the message. Wow, they are really onto you. They're gonna hunt you down and drag you in, aren't they?
Hey, listen, I'll go check it out, and I'll come right back. And if I can't, we will reschedule. We'll reschedule. Okay?
Wake up, Ted.
Rose. Damn.
Yeah, the only thing worse than an all-night stakeout is an all-night stakeout with no results.
I think you'll find that's more the rule than the exception, young Jedi. But on the upside, my partner was all kinds of fun to look at.
Cheers.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
So, I found out why our loan shark wasn't outside the casino last night.
And why is that?
He's in jail. Busted for DUI in Philly.
And there I was, all wired up and no place to go.
Well, we'll still have our chance at catching him if you're up for going undercover again.
Hey, your check still clears on Thursday. I'm all yours.
How many stakeouts you been on in your life anyway?
Since I had an 8-track in my car. It's easy to get caught up in the job. You know that little adrenaline bump? When you're all over your mark and you know it's going to go down exactly the way you thought it would. But I think it's also important for us to remember there's something outside the job. There's something that's important that needs attention. It's off the clock. Maybe I'm getting too old to do this anymore, just getting crotchety, but it seems to me that hanging out with people I care about beats hanging up crooks any day of the week.
Katie, this place is deserted. Am I the only doctor here in this ghost town?
Just you and the newest hire. You know her?
Dr. Forrest, dial 182, please. Dr. Forrest, please
Yeah.
dial 118.
You could say that.
Scott.
Welcome back, Marissa. Can I get you anything? A cappuccino or maybe a tasty prison scone guaranteed to break a tooth?
How do you do that, Scott? How do you keep such a good attitude in here?
Come on, what am I gonna do? Huh? Rip off my clothes, jump on the guard's back? I wouldn't do that. Kidding.
What I mean is, you're still you.
Trust me, I've changed a little bit. Not much to do in here, but face yourself. Please, sit down.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay, however you've managed to handle it, it's worked.
You have some news.
We won.
What are you talking?
Caleb got everything back from Chandler Enterprises, Cortland Electronics,
Right.
the nanotechnology, and Chandler's been hit with a major fine. It's all been put right, Scott, exactly the way you wanted.
Thank you so much, Marissa. Thank you. Thank you, and congratulations to you. And now you can use it to get me the hell out of here.
Oh my God. JR, they're beautiful. I know, I ruined your surprise. Oh.
No, as long as you like them. Here, let me put those in water for you.
Oh, you dropped the card. I know pink roses were always your favorite, Marissa. We can make this work. JR.
All right, the truth is, Annie, when I walked in there, I saw you gushing over the flowers. I figured I could just pick up another dozen on the way.
Or maybe you could have thought to buy me some while you were busy buying your soon-to-be ex-wife hers.
But when I buy you flowers, it's not going to be an afterthought, and it won't be a measly dozen either.
Good point. It still doesn't explain to me why you feel the need to buy her flowers in the first place. I mean, isn't this joint custody thing a done deal by now?
Until the papers are signed and delivered, I just can't take the chance.
I just want this thing settled so we can tell everyone that we're together. So, go. Cement the deal. The sooner we can put this into bed, the better it will be for you and me.
Okay.
Okay.
Soon. Very soon.
I've already been working on a plan of attack. We might even be able to get a judge to grant an early parole hearing since the restitution's been made. Just look this over before I put it in legalese.
So you've been working on getting me an early parole?
Hey, I may have only been a lawyer for 5 minutes, but what I lack in experience, I make up for with desire.
Desire? Now that is a very good word.
Desire to get you out of here. I think I can help you.
Are you serious? I mean, after everything I did.
You didn't do anything.
Mercer, what are you talking about? I mean, I'm one of the reasons why your marriage crashed and burned.
No. JR is the reason that my marriage crashed and burned. And what you and I did only happened because of what he and Annie had already started. You can't take the blame for that.
Well, I can take the blame for what I did to Palmer. I mean, I knew what I was doing. Stealing those secrets put a lot of bad stuff in motion. You know, it hurt a lot of people.
But you had the courage to stand up and admit what you did, to accept the consequences. You paid your debt, Scott. And now that everything's been put right, I don't see why you should stay in this place any longer than you have to.
Well, amen to that. Now you just tell me what I gotta do, okay? And I will do it. Anything.
Okay, hey, look, slow down. I worked very hard to pass that bar, okay?
Yeah,
So you just leave all the heroic lawyerly stuff to me.
All right, I'll have to do that, but I will owe you, okay? So tell me what's going on with AJ?
Oh, JR and I have come to an understanding. We're going to share custody.
Really? And you're okay with that?
Well, JR's come around recently. I think he's ready to be a good father and to keep AJ safe.
Okay, well, just gonna have to take your word on that.
You don't believe me?
No, of course I believe you. Just like I believe every inmate in here who tells me he's innocent.
Thanks for your help. I'll let you know when I want to take another crack at catching that guy.
As long as it's not tonight. I got a hot date with a couple of young ladies and a DVD of Toy Story 3. It's a nice ball.
Right? Oh, he is too much. I gotta go too, man. I gotta go do some paperwork.
No. Stick around for a second.
For what?
I mean, the man has a point. Life is too short. We may have some work to get done, but I can still have a breakfast date with you here.
Look, I know this is, awkward, you know, having me working here, but I just wanted you to know as soon as the government red tape is cleared up, I am back to Doctors Without Borders.
It's not awkward. You're a great doctor. Hospital needs you. We need you. So it's fine. It's fine.
We got incoming. Car accident, multiple injuries.
Okay, I'll scrub up. See you on the battlefield.
If you're looking for breakfast, I've still got some fresh blueberry muffins.
Actually, I was looking for Marissa. Is she around?
She's gonna be busy this morning at work. She said she might stop by for lunch.
I'll tell you what. Can you give these to her for me? They're flowers. I wanted to say thank you for her agreeing to joint custody. And you don't like that?
Actually, JR, I was dreading the idea of that boy being caught in a legal tussle with you two. I just want to know that we can trust you.
You can. You know that AJ comes first with me.
Okay, I will, leave these coffees and water, and I'll make sure that she gets them.
There's a card in there, too. Make sure she gets that.
You better hold up your end of the bargain, JR. You let Marissa see him whenever she wants, because if you don't, I'm gonna get on my broom and I'm gonna come find you.
You know, I'll take one of those blueberry muffins from the road.
I'll be right back.
Scott.
Okay, so JR is still JR. But that's not always a bad thing. I mean, he loves his son, and he does want what's best for him. And he never wanted a custody battle to begin with. Why aren't you saying anything?
It's just not a whole lot for me to say.
Oh, I know. You probably think that I'm being naive or something, right?
Marissa, I do not think that at all. In fact, I think you're being hopeful. I'm very glad to see that JR didn't squeeze that out of you.
Well, what about you? Are you hopeful?
Seeing you definitely helps.
Are you flirting with me?
Flirting with you?
Here
No,
in prison?
No, never.
I
I would never
Oh, good.
do that. It's just you lighten up the place, you know, and it sure needs some brightening.
Well, have you thought about what you're going to do when you get out of here?
Every second of every day.
Well, you're going to need to get a job lined up in order to convince the parole board. And the market is really tough out there. And with your conviction in corporate espionage, you're not going to be able to work for any publicly traded companies. And private companies are going to be just as wary. Plus, you have no assets.
Okay, well, remind me not to let you write my resume.
I'm sorry. It's just, I want you to be prepared for what's waiting for you.
No, I know, and I'm aware of the reality of things. I am. And I'm not afraid to start from scratch. In fact, I'm looking forward to the challenge. I will not back down. And that right there is going to be my New Year's resolution.
Okay, well, try not to sound so scary for the parole board.
It's scary. It's just, I'm ready to get out of here.
Okay. Well, do you want to hear my New Year's resolution?
Please.
I'm going to bring you home.
Hey, how is Marissa's legal stuff with Scott? How's that progressing?
She told you about that?
Well, I had heard that she was working with him. She's trying to get him out early, right?
I think that's something you need to talk to Marissa about, not me.
Well, all I'm saying is, he's lucky to have her on his side.
Whatever Marissa may or may not be doing for Scott, come on, don't let it get in the way of the truce that you two have worked out together.
Why would I do that?
Because I know you better than just about anybody. You hold on to a grudge like a bull rider holds on to a rope. As long and as hard as you can.
Scott's paying for what he did.
Oh, and so are you. You got your head handed to you when you lost Cortland. I know that ain't sitting well. Now, don't tell me you don't blame this whole mess on Scott. And don't you even think about taking it out on Marissa for helping it.
You know, you think that you still know me, Crystal, but you don't. Last time this year I was facing death, that sort of thing. It changes your perspective on life, how you deal with people. I most certainly do not have a grudge with Scott. Thank you for the muffin.